Lights, camera, action.
Right, it's Stevie, and I want you to tell me, what are you of Grandma's?
Friend.
And what are you of Lisa's?
Fruit head.
What?
Fruit head.
And what are you of mine?
Roman and pot pie and Dirty Pete. But
What else? Gotta look at Stevie.
I'm Grandpa Ed.
And what are you of Steve?
Tin Tin Chatter.
Well, they can crawl off the spot you didn't get. This is the third worm we've seen. Them two are alike, but the other two were different. One was green, all bowed up, you know, like it was a... Bowed up, huh? You know how them kind that wads up when they start to crawl? Well, that's it. But I can't find that one. I lost him because he was green. What's she doing?
You should have got that on audio. I found the toad! Mom, I caught a toad back here.
What?
I caught a toad back here.
How'd you guys meet?
Well, I was working in a restaurant in Niles, and he used to come in there every day and get a hot beef sandwich on his way to work. No, he got off of one job and was going to another one. That was about it. He got that hot beef sandwich pretty near every day.
So I could afford.
Tell me about how do you learn all those spelling words?
Teacher gives them to us when we study them.
So how do you do so?
Usually I don't study them, but I still get them right.
What kind of flowers are those, Dad?
There's petunias there.
Don't
step on my petunia.
I wouldn't step on your petunia.
Grandma's trying to step on my petunia.
But they plow up the ground, get it smooth, and then they make furrows. But you have to go down through there with a hoe and make hills, and then plant the tobacco plants. Then after they start growing, you gotta hoe them, you know. Then they get a little bigger, it has suckers on it, you gotta pinch them off.
What's a sucker?
It's a thing that, like a leaf here, a stalk here, and here's a leaf, and one grows out here. You gotta pinch that one off. So the plant will spread out and be, you know, more healthy and not tall and spindly.
Trim the top of that tree so it'll spread out to grow tall.
And then it gets so far along, and then it has a bloom up in the top. They cut that, they top it, they call it. Well, then you just let it set till it starts turning yellow, and then they cut them.
And Mom
Close
took it
to the
down,
ground.
down behind the barn and
And
started
they-
puffing.
What do you like about Grandpa?
To dance with him.
And what else do you like about Grandpa?
He makes me stuff.
I had to walk 1.5 miles to school. How would you like to have to do that?
About 100 sometimes.
I run most of the time.
You got the Band-Aid?
About 100.
No,
That's probably. How long did it take you to get to school?
about 15 minutes.
So you had to get there.
I went there one time and I went to get over the fence and I tore my pants a little bit. And the teacher said, "I see you a little behind." I said, "No, you wouldn't if I had another safety pin."
What do you mean?
Don't you get it?
Get your nudity movie out of here.
Tell us about your craft.
This is counted cross stitch, and this is a birth announcement I did for Meredith. Has her name, date, and weight.
Why do you like to do this?
Oh, I just like to do it.
Mom.
You start out with just a blank piece of fabric and you end up with a perfect picture of whatever you're doing because you count them and they're even, they're perfect.
What was something that you used to like to do when you were a kid?
Get on her in hell. Fight, mostly.
Who'd you fight with?
Everybody that I could pick one with.
Did you ever fight with Doris?
Not much, mostly Oscar.
Oh, what'd you do to him? Who won? Huh.
I did most of the time.
Like what? Give us an instant.
I blacked his eyes and everything else.
I don't.
What?
Did Oscar cry?
No, he farted.
Tell us about beating up your teacher.
I didn't even tell you about beating up my teacher. I do know I done that. I didn't beat him up.
Please
I
don't.
just
Who would you say
pinned
was
him
your
down the
best
seat and he
teacher?
couldn't get away.
And what do you think of that?
He didn't think much of it. He asked the other kids to help him, and they wouldn't do it because they knew if they did, I'd beat their ass too. So they didn't want no part of that.
So how do you what finally happened? I mean, you're
I
obviously...
let him up,
What did he do when he got up?
go get my stuff and go home.
Did you?
Yes,
Did you ever come back?
yes.
And what did he say when you came back?
He didn't say anything.
Ow! No.
Truth officer went to see him.
Grandpa, you mugged him.
And what'd he say?
He come see me and told me I had to go back to school. I said, I can't go, he won't let me. He said, he'll let you, you go ahead on back. So I went back and then finished out in a month or two and the year was over and I was through. What are you doing in there? Tramping down my garden? Heavens, women. Look at them women tramping down my garden.
That old cat, that old gray one, he thinks it's the one that Peg brought over here, gets up in this petunia bed and digs it. Little potty? Yeah, and then just digs it.
There's 150,000 acres here to piss and shit in and that bastard has to go in
Don't
that flower
say
garden.
that.
What was a day like on a farm? I mean, what would you have to do?
What time did you get up and what was the first thing you
Get up
did?
4 o'clock in the morning, go and find the cows and the horses and bring them up and put them in the barn, and then you'd have to milk the cows and feed the hogs and feed the horses and harness them. Then maybe go to eat breakfast by 8 o'clock.
And what was a typical breakfast?
Oh, sausage and pancakes or
Bye-bye.
ham and eggs or whatever, same as it is now, only more of it. Then we'd go out in the field and work till 12 o'clock when we come in and have dinner. 1 o'clock we'd go to the field and work all afternoon, and about 5 we'd come in and
Shut the door.
do all the chores and get in bed about 9 o'clock and then get up at 4 o'clock the next morning.
That was a pass?
Yeah. Dribble down the field and you run into a guy. And the guy over there passed it. And then the guy passed it. Go.
Looks like that man stopped it.
Well, I'll go around him.
This is a chime.
I'm ready!
How,
Made out of condo and plexiglass and light fixtures.
Well,
Chain.
Point of different things or hold them and tell me about it.
This is a light fixture, and this is a piece of metal that makes the dingers ding. This is a chain, this is chain, this is a plexiglass, and these are the tubes. Hear them?
how much?
That one there, probably about $12. We'll give her a little ding so she can hear it.